Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. A quick 3-and-out, and they're already giving up the ball. He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. On the run, it's Russell. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires complete on the crosser. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig sweet.
Lost the fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dropping back, it's Manning. It's complete on the right side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that's going to tie it up.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He's got his man across the middle. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Green. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Tight end now in motion. Lost a throw on first down. That's caught. It's Russell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Razorbacks are in the red zone. Now the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to power it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practiced all week.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. To the air, it's Manning. Wide open downfield. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look at, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Got it behind the line. It's Russell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Green. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Catch in the middle. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal. You can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, it's Green. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Green. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Creates a little room. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air, it's Green. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll run it to the right side. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Creates a little space. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Russell. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Green. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Green. Intercepted, that is just what this defense needed. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Gets it out fast. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him,
He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And the Longhorns backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Dropping back, it's Green. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. The inside handoff. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse? Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The Longhorns 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab over the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He makes a grab. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Green. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. And the Longhorns enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing